People with ADHD who try to manage life with just to do lists are going to run into problems. That to do list won't prevent us from forgetting all kinds of appointments, goals, and responsibilities. So, how do we keep the big picture in mind? What we need is some kind of simple system so things don't fall through the cracks. That's the idea of the InView planning system. It's designed to encourage quick, easy planning each morning, so we'll actually do it, but without letting us forget important appointments, projects, and responsibilities. Just 5 minutes each morning with this system is usually enough to bring your day into focus. That's not to say you don't need longer planning sessions periodically, but 5 minutes each morning will put your feet firmly on the ground. So, each morning, start out with a fresh daily page and you write today's day and date. And immediately you see that your first to do today is to check your monthly planner and then your weekly to dos. So you glance quickly at your monthly planner. It only takes a moment or two, and you transfer whatever appointments or tasks you find for today on to your daily page. And maybe you set an alarm or two on your phone if you have appointments later today, like, okay, Google, set an appointment for 12:20 p.m. called Leave for Dentist. This rock solid habit of glancing at my monthly planner each morning keeps me from forgetting things like dentist appointments, trash day, household maintenance tasks I scheduled in advance, plans with family and friends, etc. And jotting appointments in here is super quick and easy, so there's no need to put it off. What do you put in the monthly planner? Well, anything that you plan in advance for a specific day and maybe a specific time. Write it in the monthly planner and you'll see it when you plan your day. When my wife and I plan together, I love having my monthly planner in hand to actually schedule tasks and move them along instead of speaking in terms of maybe someday we'll do this. There's also a notes section attached to each month, which is where I'll put reminders for monthly goals or to-dos, maybe an outline of a large project this month so I remember the steps. After glancing at your monthly planner, next you quickly check your weekly to-dos. And to do that, you just flip up your fresh daily page like this to check your weekly page beneath. Now you'll notice that at the top of the weekly pages, there's a reminder. This page goes directly beneath the daily page. That is so when you fold up your daily page like this, your weekly page is instantly visible. It only takes a moment to check it. But when do you fill out your weekly page? That depends on what works for you. Perhaps on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning or whenever you think of it. The idea is to take a few minutes to think about and plan your coming week. It can really be a pretty quick and informal process. Having a simple system can really reduce stress and worry in your life. One aspect of worry is our brain constantly searching for and retrieving things we are worried about forgetting. To eliminate that type of worry, those looping thoughts, we need to get this stuff out of our heads and onto paper, and then have a simple system like this to remind us of it at the right time. So on my weekly page, I'll write any to-dos that I want to do this week. In fact, whenever I think of something that I can't do today, but that I want to do in the next 7 days or so, I'll draw a little checkbox in front of it and then add it to my weekly page. If I want to do a task on a certain day, like Friday, I'll put a big F by it in parentheses. But actually, if I choose a specific day and or time to do something, I always jot it down in the appropriate day in my monthly planner. What other kinds of things do I put on my weekly page? Well, basically anything I want to remember to focus on this coming week. I might put the to-dos of a project I'm working on. I play a musical instrument, so I'll write the songs I want to practice this week. If I just started tracking a habit in the habit trackers at the back of my monthly planner, I'll put a reminder on my weekly page to practice that habit, at least until the habit is firmly lodged in my memory. The last couple of weeks, I've put a reminder on my weekly page to check my business phone messages each day. So many calls are distracting spam that I moved the business phone out of my office area, and now I just check the messages once a day. A reminder on my weekly page reminds me to add this as a to-do on my daily page each morning when I plan. And sometimes I put a reminder about a topic I want to study or research this week in my free time. I'm often researching something relevant to my life, and since deeper study over time usually provides more life-enhancing benefits than a quick, superficial search, my weekly page reminds me of what I was studying so I don't just flit off to the next thing. So, after glancing at my weekly page, I'll transfer any activities that are for today onto my daily page each morning. Anyway, that's how you can use the InView planning system to keep the big picture in mind and keep things from falling through the cracks.